Welcome back to Cinema Spotlight Channel. The comparison between Gladiator 2000 and its sequel, Gladiator 2 2024, is a fascinating exploration of how cinema evolves over decades. Both films, directed by Ridley Scott, are monumental in their own ways, but they diverge significantly in narrative depth, character development, historical representation, and spectacle. Let's delve into these aspects to understand their similarities and differences. Comparison Factor 1: Story and Themes. The original Gladiator is a revenge-driven epic about Maximus Decimus Meridius, a betrayed Roman general seeking justice for the murder of his family. The emotional weight of the film lies in its exploration of loss, honor, and redemption. Its narrative simplicity is elevated by strong character arcs and a poetic tone that resonates deeply with audiences. In contrast, Gladiator 2 revisits similar themes but focuses on Lucius Verus Aurelius, the son of Lucilla, now an adult grappling with political intrigue and personal loss. While the sequel attempts to expand the scope of the story with more complex political machinations and grander set pieces, critics argue that it lacks the emotional depth of its predecessor. The sequel's narrative has been criticized for feeling like a retread of the original, with fewer fresh ideas and a more cynical tone. The first film's balance of sentimentality and grandeur gives it the edge in storytelling. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 2: Protagonists and Performances. Russell Crowe's portrayal of Maximus remains iconic. His character is a tragic hero whose journey from betrayal to vengeance is both emotionally compelling and physically intense. Crowe's Oscar-winning performance blends stoicism with raw vulnerability, making Maximus one of cinema's most memorable protagonists. In Gladiator 2, Paul Mescal takes on the role of Lucius Verus Aurelius. While Mescal's performance has been praised for its intensity, especially in his action debut, the character lacks the emotional richness of Maximus. Lucius's arc is more predictable, and his development as a revolutionary figure feels less impactful compared to Maximus's deeply personal quest. While both protagonists are sympathetic and skilled warriors, Maximus's layered tragedy makes him the more compelling figure. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 3: Supporting Cast. The supporting characters in both films play crucial roles in shaping their respective narratives. In Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix's Commodus is a chilling antagonist whose insecurities and cruelty drive much of the drama. Connie Nielsen's Lucilla adds emotional complexity as she navigates her loyalty to family and her desire for justice. In Gladiator 2, Denzel Washington's Macronus, a former slave-turned-power player, steals the show with his charisma and moral ambiguity. Pedro Pascal's Acacius also stands out as a disillusioned general weary of corruption. However, some supporting characters in the sequel lean toward campy villainy, which detracts from the gravitas established by Commodus in the original. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 4: Historical Representation. Both films take significant liberties with historical accuracy for dramatic effect. The original Gladiator uses its Roman setting as a backdrop for exploring universal themes like power, freedom, and sacrifice. While it exaggerates gladiatorial combat and simplifies Roman politics, it still offers a relatively grounded portrayal of the empire's social structure. The sequel amplifies these liberties to an almost fantastical level, featuring elements like CG-enhanced animals in gladiatorial games that strain believability. While this approach enhances spectacle, it diminishes the sense of authenticity that made the original feel immersive. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 5: Visuals and Spectacle. Ridley Scott's visual storytelling is masterful in both films. The original Gladiator revolutionized historical epics with its meticulous production design, blending practical sets with CGI to recreate ancient Rome. Its battle scenes are visceral yet poetic, emphasizing character over chaos. Gladiator 2 takes advantage of advancements in technology to deliver even grander visuals. The Colosseum is more detailed, battles are larger in scale, and action sequences are more frequent. However, some critics argue that this focus on spectacle comes at the expense of emotional weight. While Gladiator 2 dazzles with its technical achievements, the original's balance between spectacle and storytelling remains unmatched. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 6. Music and Direction. Hans Zimmer's score for Gladiator is iconic. Its haunting melodies perfectly capture the film's emotional depth and epic scale. In contrast, Harry Gregson Williams' score for Gladiator 2, while impressive, lacks the same lasting impact. Ridley Scott's direction has evolved over 2 decades. In Gladiator, his focus on character-driven drama complements the film's grandiose visuals. By contrast, Gladiator 2 prioritizes action and political intrigue over pathos. While Scott demonstrates his continued ingenuity as a filmmaker, his storytelling feels less nuanced in the sequel. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Comparison Factor 7. Cultural Impact. The original Gladiator was a cultural phenomenon that reinvigorated interest in historical epics and won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Its legacy endures as a classic that balances entertainment with artistic ambition. While Gladiator 2 has been praised as top-tier entertainment with credible prestige, it has not achieved the same level of acclaim or cultural significance as its predecessor. Winner, Gladiator 2000. Final verdict. While Gladiator 2 is an ambitious sequel that excels in spectacle and introduces new dimensions to Ridley Scott's vision of ancient Rome, it ultimately falls short of matching the emotional resonance and narrative cohesion of the original. The first Gladiator remains superior in almost every aspect: storytelling, performances, historical representation, music, and cultural impact, cementing its place as one of cinema's greatest epics. Overall winner, Gladiator 2000. If you enjoyed our comparison, then do consider subscribing to our channel to get our latest movie updates and related news first to your inbox.